just hadn't heard you in a bit.
I'm going to take Elizabeth off the screen. There she goes. So, Zook.
Yes.
You're the first actor in motion here.
You know what? Actually, since I have fly, I was probably going to go at the same time on the horn. I was just going to try to go around in a hurry. Does that make sense?
Once you hear the horn, though, any of these snipers that you see on these roofs are going to be alerted. Right now, you don't know where the snipers are, even.
No, that's fair enough. So, yeah, so Zook's going to try to go before the horn with fly and invisibility.
So Zook goes in with fly. And your invisibility comes from your amulet?
Yes.
I didn't hear the command word.
Lulupihu Luluwele?
There it is.
What it is?
No, I think you got the second part wrong. It doesn't go off.
No, you...
Do I need to roll that, or is combat going to be quick enough for how many
I roll to see how many minutes it lasts.
Oh, you roll?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Okay.
But you have fly, so it's really easy. Within a matter of seconds, I mean, you can put yourself... basically
well, do I get into the tree line without seeing anyone on foot?
You see... What time of night did you go in? Do you guys go in, start out just after sundown? Do you start in at dusk? Or do you wait a few hours after sundown towards midnight?
I would think closest to the middle of the night as possible.
Okay. So you want complete cover of darkness? And wait for... Okay, so everybody who has gone to bed for the night will have gone to bed. Then you see... It's darkness. The fields... There's nobody in the fields, obviously, in the middle of the night. Nobody's working them. You do see a patrol of 5 bands coming up this road and turning up this road as you're starting out across the field. So do you...
They just look like foot soldiers, or...
Looks like a patrol of Silvereye. 5 soldiers. 5 mercs. They're the ones with the long swords at their back. Again, they don't have a uniform. They have patchwork of armor, whatever they picked up in the field for spoils of war over the years.
I've got a few minutes before I'm expecting the horn to go off, right?
As far as I know, yeah.
All right. Zook's going to actually take this opportunity to use fly and hang a U-turn back to these guys and tell them that he saw a patrol going up.
Now, where are you guys, the 4 of you, positioned outside? Are you standing on the road waiting for the horn, or are you hiding?
No, we're out of sight.
You're out. Okay, everybody, roll me a stealth check. All 4 of you. Okay. All 5 of you, rather.
Eric's like, I'm stealthy.
That is an uncanny teenager. He's really good at it. Really good at it.
No, I'm talking about... No, it's Khalil and Arik doing the exact same thing at the exact same time.
Alright, that might work.
Tarin got a 27.
Tarin got 27. Khalil, what did you get?
I got a 1!
Khalil, what did you get?
Khalil got I got a +2 to stealth. 15.
Eldove, what was your modified roll?
I got a 3.
Orphan.
23.
And Arik?
14.
Okay. So you all take up position as Zook starts flying out over there. Eldove.
I think I rolled a 1 on every single stealth check. Listen, I'm too flamboyant to stealth.
No, you're absolutely stealth. What are you talking about? You're convinced that you're as hidden as a person has ever been.
You are Solid Snake in the cardboard box.
He's holding a twig up in front of his face. He's fine. Zook.
Okay.
You turn and come back around. You're invisible. Where do you land at?
Which
side of the road are you guys stealthing at? Everybody place your little standee on which side of the road you want to be at.
Please tell me you're not all hiding together.
And you all are stealth back in like
safe.
the desert brush. You're not actually standing in the field, I understand.
No.
I don't feel safe if I'm not next to my good buddy.
He wants to be within eye shot of the healer. So, do you land over by the group, or do you land over here by Arik, who's hiding alone? Arik, where you're sitting, you've lost sight of everybody, but you see Eldove
Like glowing or
Like
something?
half of him is poking out of the bush and he's rocking back and forth. Like he looks like a cobra ready to strike. He's just waiting for it. And you can see
forget.
the moonlight illuminating the whole front part of his body. And he's
I was
wearing
gonna say,
bright
don't forget,
colors.
I have shiny metal scales
Right.
covering my face, so it's glinting off of those.
You're pretty sure that Eldove can be seen probably up this whole path.
Okay.
I sort of gesticulate towards him, and be like, "Oh,
Oh,
what are you doing?
he's oblivious.
No,
You can shout over to him. Do you shout to him, hey, you're...
no,
Okay.
of course not."
Zook, where do you land? By Arik or by the group?
Okay, hold on. So I see from when I'm coming across the field, I go, and I see a group going up the road.
Yeah, they're just making this turn here.
But they do not look this way. They don't see Eldove glowing in the distance. They just whit, and they're going up the road, right?
They don't make any motion like they see him. I mean, they definitely glance up and down the road, but you got to keep in mind this is a fair distance as well.
All right.
This
Zook's
is not
going
this is
to-
not 5 foot squares. This is a fair amount of distance.
Zook's gonna come. Tarin, do you have detect invisible up?
I just see through illusions. It's something that happens.
So you see me if I approach
Yes.
without me dropping my invisibility.
That's
Okay.
the whole reason I took that thing was to mind link through invisibility.
All right. So Zook's gonna come not as close as he can come to the mind link. You know, hopefully Tarin's and once Tarin, wave his hands at Tarin invisibly.
The range on the see-through illusions is the same distance as the range on the mind link.
So you got to
Okay.
be within 30 feet. And Zook, as you approach the bushes where you know them to be hiding, you see Eldove poked out, illuminated in the moonlight. This glowing beacon of idiot.
So Zook's gonna very quickly say over the
Oh.
mind link.
Mind link's not open. You're not close enough yet.
30 feet. Like
You
however
also,
close I
you
am.
also can't see. Well, what's your passive perception? You might be able to see Tarin.
My passive perception is
Oh,
17.
yeah, you
but
can
I
see. You
think,
can see Tarin.
yeah, and I figure I would have known where they were stationed before I left.
No, nobody specified that, but your passive perception's high. You can see all of them.
Yeah. So I see Tarin, and I tell him over the mind link, or I wave my hand, I point at my head. So mind link.
Well, as soon as you come back, I'll say
Yeah.
what's up.
Okay. Patrol just turned up the road that you guys are about to go down. B, tell Eldove to stop glowing. And then I'm gonna turn and fly back the way I was going.
Okay, where's your destination, Zook?
Well, here, assuming I don't run into any resistance.
In the air or on the ground?
Like flying at 60 feet per second along the ground, like skimming it.
Along the ground.
Basically running fast.
And you're going to take up a hiding position there?
Yeah.
Roll me a
Roll
stealth check.
I'll
Remember,
I'll
roll it with
invisible.
advantage because you're invisible.
Good.
And Tarin? Tarin, what were you saying?
Sorry, I had to sneeze. I'm gonna mind link to Eldove to get a better hiding spot.
Eldove, you have no idea what he's talking about. You're certain you're invisible. Tarin's just jealous.
That's a 28 on my stealth check.
Okay. You get in this position and you notice two things.
That seems likely.
Okay.
Well, you notice three things, because for one, you know the patrol is coming up the road. Maybe about a minute before they reach this position here. Looking up at the three houses that you've indicated, this is the house that you know Yaemon and the rest of the Eudachs, including Amshun, to be holed up in. This was Chymir's house when you were visiting. All of the Eudachs are here, and you can't see the guards, but you know that this house will be under heavy guard. It would have to be because they're prisoners. You do see two crossbowmen walking back and forth on the house, keeping an eye out, watching primarily over this road over here, and periodically you see them looking over towards the manor house. So you see two crossbowmen. You also hear the sound of very passionate lovemaking behind you.
Behind me? Oh, like in the house behind me, or like
Well,
on the
there's no
ground
house
behind me?
back here anymore because Rolxie's house was burned, but you hear someone's giving it to her pretty good back there.
Do I hear any names? Roxy's.
You do not hear any names.
Okay. Do I see any other snipers? Because I was going to scout all these roofs if I could.
No, these roofs look empty from this position.
So I see two snipers here,
You
but
see
they're
two
looking.
snipers on this house. You see them periodically watching down this road. You see them looking up this road as well.
Mhm.
And you see they're also paying attention to something over in this general area, but you can't be sure what.
Okay.
And sounds of passionate lovemaking behind you.
Can I ready an action at this point?
Sure. What do you want ready?
I'm going to ready an action. When the horn goes off, I'm going to take out one of the crossbow guys.
Okay.
The one closest to the approach, but I mean, they're walking around, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay. And you guys here, you waiting for the horn?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's our signal.
Okay, a couple more minutes pass. The patrol passes up the road. You watch them across this tiny field here. And you see them walk up to the gate of the manor. They disappear out of your sight.
They go into the manor?
You can't see the manor from here. You've got a house between you and the manor.
Gotcha.
You know that the manor is there, though, because you were in there before.
Right.
About 5 minutes later, the horn goes off, and it's loud. And Zook, at this point, I'm going to have everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
I have to roll a lot of initiative, so bear with me.
Roll
right.
every initiative.
Oh, I'm paying for those rolls that I made back during the fight.
Oh, you knew that would come back at you. I like our little battle plan arrows that we've got drawn all over the map.
They're helpful. Trust me, they're very helpful. I'm glad those are there.
Battle plan.
I figured, why not just write it down myself? It's easy.
Very passionate lovemaking.
And get more
Number
rolls.
Lover number 2.
Okay. Actually, I think that one gets advantage. Yes. I also have to type a lot. Feel free to engage my chat with witty banter as I'm working on getting all this in a row. I think next time I do combat this big, I will.
I'm
read
talking
all the
initiative.
initiatives beforehand.
Yeah.
I'm talking stealth bonuses with the chat. They're asking what Zook's stealth bonus is.
Ah, okay. So you are engaging my chat in witty banter. Thank you.
Yeah. I can't roll less than a 25, basically, on stealth.
Are they asking anything else? I'm not looking at chat, but I would cheerfully engage them. Secondhand.
I would love carefully engaged chat, but nobody cares about Khalil, so
It's
whatever.
true. Wow, this is the first time I think I've rolled initiative for Fred in the campaign. He got a 22.
No, Fred's
Holy
been in
shit.
plenty of initiative lists.
Yeah, but
Oh, no,
I usually just put him in at
He always
1.
gives
I just
one a one.
Yeah.
type him in at 1.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I completely forgot about the Flumph playlist.
No, the full playlist is pretty good. In fact, I need to turn that on now.
I'm just using my my regular instrumental playlist that I use when I'm playing other games. I added a bunch of OC remix stuff to it.
I'm just listening to the Yakety Sax on repeat.
That
Sounds about right.
Appropriate.
Yeah.
I'm just rolling all the initiative for every single combatant because that's
that's
gonna be the
Whether
easiest.
they know they're in battle yet or not.
Oops. 3.
Can you do me a favor and delete dead dudes from the initiative this time around, though? I know you usually don't do that, but it's going to get pretty unwieldy.
Maybe.
Or at least mark them as dead.
Orphan, where are you going?
23.
23.
I'm using my special die. Has 30 slots.
Arik.
19.
19.
Yes.
I mean, if you're going to cheat, this is the battle to cheat in, right? Khalil.
Yeah.
22.
22.
Yeah, like I said, we're all cheating tonight.
I'm not.
Eldove already typed his in, I see. Zook.
I think I saved everyone's time.
14.
Yeah, Zook is not cheating this time.
Zook!
And Tarin.
Tarin acts at 4.
At 4.
That's not funny at all.
All right.
It occurs to me I probably should have investigated these people fucking behind me.
So, top of the order is going to be Orphan, and then a mysterious unknown party. Khalil, then Fred's group, Arik, Redemption's group, Zook, the two passionate lovemakers behind Zook, some unknown party, snipers, mercs, Eldove, another unknown party, Tarin, another unknown party, and then any Eudachs that happen to be caught in the line of fire, act on 3.
Okay, so Brick,
Yeah.
I realize you don't want us to know what these question marks are,
Yes.
but you do have it written down somewhere, right? We're not going to get like 3 rounds into this fight and we're going to realize we have no idea who question mark 4 is.
I do.
Okay.
I have it written down. Orphan, the horn is sounded.
All right, so that's orphans.
Wait,
Not gonna-
prepared action for Zook.
Okay.
Oh, right.
That's
mean,
right. He did say when he heard the horn, he was going to fire at one of
yeah.
these snipers.
So horn goes off, and I'm going to take an advantageous pot shot at one of these snipers and hopefully take him out. So that'll be a 28 to hit.
That hits. That absolutely
Right.
hits.
Yeah, I kind of figured it would.
You do get your sneak attack, but you have to come out of stealth to shoot.
That's fine.
Okay.
Because I still have fly, so I can just boogie like crazy after this. So what is that? 5 plus...
We're going to have to play really fast and loose with the distances on this map, but...
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you like my maximum distances, and you can just tell me where that.
Well, here, we have... I don't know if you can see it, but down here we have a little marker that
Oh,
says
I see.
100 feet, so...
That's 100 feet. Okay.
5... 15... That is a total of 39 to that guy.
39.
Please tell me he goes down. I'm going to
You
be
hear
upset
the
if he doesn't.
bowstring twang, and the arrow comes out of the darkness, hits the merc in the back, and his feet come up from under him, crashes to the ground, and slides off the roof, out of sight. The other merc swings around and looks down with surprise, and you see him reaching for his horn. Orphan.
All right. Orphan goes up to about here, which is about 50-ish feet.
Okay.
She's not going to take her full moves, her like giant moves, because she doesn't want to get too far in front of the rest of the group.
Okay. What is Orphan's like short-term goal in the melee? Are you trying to move with a group to a particular place?
We're trying to get to the to the mansion house and
Okay.
take out the patrol that we've been told is along the way.
Okay.
Can I see the patrol from here?
You cannot. I mean, you have dim light, but you can't see very far in the dim light, and there's no
Yeah.
sources of light up the road. You know the manor is dead ahead of you on the road. You know the manor is going to be well guarded, but you can't see any patrols from your current position.
Okay. So she's just gonna get there and ready in action to use. Well, just use the ball of a regular movement. So just ready in action. Anything comes within the threat range to attack.
Threat, like melee range within 5 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. And question mark number 1. Wouldn't you like to know? Khalil.
Alright, so Orphan's already heading up the road.
Orphan head 50 feet up the road, so you can't get to her position, but you can fall in behind her about 20 feet. So
I'll
you're
do that
gonna
then.
leave cover and head out into the road, correct? I just want to make sure that's what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Okay. It's still going to be difficult to spot you. I'm just going to let you know because you've got dim light, the moonlight coming down. But
I'll
you're no
also
longer hidden.
I'll activate a charge on my ring to give myself dark vision
Give yourself dark vision.
for
Okay.
an hour.
So you can see in the dim light as though it were sunlight.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Fred's group does their thing. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. This combat's gonna take a long time, guys in the chat. This is gonna be a while, so buckle in.
This is the big combat.
This is pretty. This is getting pretty massive. I've got to keep track of pieces all over the map here.
They did release a mass combat rule set, but I haven't looked at it yet.
I like them, but it really wouldn't work for what we're doing here. This is still kind of at the unit level of combat. Maybe we'll do a Blood War session in Planescape and use some mass combat rules. Arik.
I will follow after Khalil.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
are you going to come in behind Clear, or are you going to match his pace?
Match his pace.
Okay, so you both are falling about 20 feet behind Orphan.
Yeah.
Readying in action? I mean, you don't see any guards, mercs, peasants, anything within range where you're at right now.
No, I
Okay.
won't.
You hear the horn
Can't think of one.
sound a second time from the same position. Zook, you hear quite a lot of commotion behind you after the horn sounded. Sounds like man and woman's voices, but you can't make out what they're saying.
Do they sound like they're moving, or are they just hollering between the two of
They
themselves?
sound like they're trying to get their pants up.
All right.
This horn has
first-
caught them totally unawares.
Caught them with their pants down.
All right. First thing first, I'm gonna take a shot at the remaining sniper.
Okay.
That is on 14 to hit. Does that hit?
That'll hit.
Huh?
That hits.
Okay. Good.
But you don't get the benefit of your sneak attack this time.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. But I am going to use +1 arrow on this.
Okay. So you hit a 15, technically. Nice roll.
Yeah, seriously. So that'll hit for it's 1 + 2. So that only hits for 8.
For 8. You fire the arrow as this guy's reaching for his horn, and it catches him underneath his shoulder. And you see him rear back in pain, but he keeps his footing on the house, and he sweeps around, and he sees you sitting there. He knows you shot him. He's not very happy.
Fine. Oh, and I'm going to use my my movement
Okay.
after I shoot him to go. Using fly, can I get behind this house?
I'm going to keep referencing the little...
It's like 60 feet per second.
You can't get behind the house. You can get to about here-ish. You can get to the tree line just in line with the house.
Basically, I'm
About
trying to
60 feet.
take as much cover as possible. Backing
Oh, I mean,
away from him.
you could take cover from his crossbow just by ducking behind the shrubs. I mean, you just being inside the tree line gave you partial concealment. All you have to do is move
Yes.
back. Yeah, that's
Yes.
easy
So
enough.
I'm just gonna move back and take concealment. Do I need to roll another stealth check?
You can use your bonus action to do that as a rogue, can't you?
Yeah.
If you would like to re-stealth.
Yeah. Re-stealth. That'll be 25.
Okay. And you hear...
How hurt you look by that 8 anyhow? Did it just piss him off?
It's in the darkness. You know you got hit. You know he didn't drop.
Okay. And I'm gonna take away a +1 arrow.
You hear the sounds kind of faintly because you're some distance from where you heard them before. A lot of rustling, a lot of movement, and talking, but you can't make out the words. They're trying to keep their voices down. But since you know they're there and you're listening for them... So go ahead and give me a perception check. And-
Actually, I have blind sense too, so if they're within... Oh god, hold on 1 second. If they're within... there has to be 10 feet. If they're within 10 feet of me, I can basically see them.
No, they're way outside of 10 feet.
Okay, no.
Go ahead and
fair
make me a
enough.
perception check at disadvantage.
What is my perception? That'd be 12 plus 7 is 19, plus another 5 is like 24.
24?
Yeah, double on perception. Yeah, 24.
You loose your arrow, and your primary goal is to get out of the range of this crossbowman on the roof, of this sniper. But you know that there are these people behind you getting busy with it. And you keep an ear open. You try to really concentrate and see if you can make anything out. And you hear a couple snippets of conversation. You put some words together. It's a man and a woman, and they're speaking in Elvish. Do you speak Elvish? You do speak Elvish.
I do speak Elvish.
You hear the man say something to the effect of, "If they find us here, they'll kill us both." And you hear the woman reply, "He won't kill me, you idiots."
Do I recognize the voices at all?
No, a man and a woman, and they're speaking Elvish.
Wait, are they over where the building used to be?
They're off in that direction. When you took up your position here, they were behind you.
Okay.
They couldn't have been more than 30 or 40 feet back, though.
Okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't running backwards onto them. So, okay. Fair
No,
enough.
you took care to not run backwards into them. I gave you that. So,
Okay, thank you.
question mark number 4. Sorry about all the question marks, guys. But, you know.
I understand.
Yeah, no.
Like you do.
I don't know. What do we know?
Okay. You all hear the sound of a second horn coming from this location.
Well, this is interesting.
I was hoping he would take a shot at me rather than blow his horn.
That seems fine.
Eldove.
I'm just gonna move with the group.
Now wait, you're going to leave your awesome hiding place?
I'm just worried that no one will be able to find me and I won't be able to kill them.
Alright. So you can't get up to Orphan. You can fall in behind with Khalil and Arik. Now you're going to match their pace, or you're going to fall in behind Khalil and Arik?
I'm gonna be like right behind him, so I'm matching his pace, but
Okay.
I'm behind him.
Gotcha. So they're the front line. You got Orphan, about 20 feet.
You
Khalil
have
and
the meat
Arik, and then
shields.
Eldove is standing right behind them. Okay, that's fair. That's
So-
fair.
Didn't
If
Tarin
an arrow
go
comes
fly to
our
one of you
way.
jokers?
Both of them.
Question
Jokers.
mark number 2.
This seems like a really important time to
Tarin.
cast a spell as well.
Oh, I'm finally up? Okay.
Yep,
I'm
finally.
going to move into the middle of the formation, dashing if I have to.
Okay, so you're going to dash in front of Khalil and Arik?
I'm right behind them. I'm in the middle so that I can coordinate the front and the back line with telepathy.
Okay, gotcha. That makes perfect sense to me. Question mark number 3. Okay. There are no surviving Eudachs as far as any of you know. So it comes back around to Orphan. The sounds of the horn starts dying away from up there. It's been 10 or 15 seconds bellowing and echoing. So the horn has been sounded from the hill, and it's been sounded from up where you all saw Zook. Well, you didn't see him. You were invisible. Or he was invisible. Where you know Zook to have gone.
Alright. Orphan's got a new plan, which is double moves. She's going to try and pull people back if she runs into anybody.
You can double move. I'm going to say about there. That's about 100 feet from where you were.
Okay.
That's yeah, you can get about there. That's probably good.
Yeah.
So you're breaking away from the group and going off on your own because none of them can match your pace now.
Right. So if I see anybody, I'm hoping they'll see me, and then I can double back and lead them into a bunch of angry wizards.
Okay, no, that's a great idea. I like it. You see from your position as you're darting up the road, these smaller houses here, and there's a couple more little scattered around that are too small to be on the map even. The slave tenements surrounding this field, and you see shutters clapping shut all around. You don't see any scared faces, but hill giants again. That's what they're thinking.
Brick, FYI, your line tool has a number, and about 4.2 is 100 feet on that thing.
Yeah.
If you want to go.
I measured that out already.
Nice. Okay, yeah, we'll use that line tool then. 4.2 is 100 feet, and then we'll eyeball it from there. There's no way to redefine that, is there?
I don't think
Find
so.
those numbers? No, it's based on some grid internally. I don't know what the numbers
Okay.
are, but
We might have to fiddle with it off camera. or
Well,
something.
let's... Because the grid on the map is the internal grid. So what is this grid here? Is 2. That doesn't really help us, but if we say 4 is 100, if that's close enough to 4.2 for everybody, that means that 1 square is 50. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So a distance of 1 gives us 50 feet. Thank you for pointing that out. Whose turn was it? It looks like Khalil's turn.
Wait, no,
It
a
is.
distance
No.
of 2 on the line tool gets us 50 feet.
Well, it is
right?
question mark
Yes.
1, but
Sorry. 1 is
He's
would be
taking his-
25.
question mark 1 is taking his action off camera. So,
Yeah. No,
Khalil
I
is
know
gonna be-
exactly what question mark number 1 did.
Get off of me. I have to try and keep pace with Orphan,
You can't.
And-
It's not
yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
but I'll be moving right up there.
Okay.
And that is going to be turn.
Arik.
The same.
Okay.
Follow next to my buddy Khalil.
Oh, yeah. And get free action to Brofist.
I don't want to bro this.
What?
Fisting is a free action.
You guys do remember that I made you both fly, right?
Yeah, you guys can fly 60 feet.
Oh, shit. Well, then I
I'm
can get a little
flying?
bit closer then.
All right, if we're flying, I guess we can bro fist.
Oh, I guess. Zook.
Back to me again.
We really don't see anybody, huh? We're just the
Not
snipers
yet.
on the roof. Do we even see the snipers on the roof? Or that's still too far for us.
Orphan's still kind of far.
Orphan's still kind of far. All right.
Can I see the sniper from where I'm at? I have a clear shot at him.
No, because you dove back in the brush to get more concealment, so you don't have line of sight with him. He doesn't have line of sight with you. Orphan will be able to see him after another move, though, because she can see in dim light as though it were bright light. So she's a couple 100 feet away from him. She'll be able to see him next turn.
All right, so Zook's gonna kind of up and over just a little bit, so
Okay.
he can. Can I see him if I sneak up a little bit?
Yeah, if you come out closer to the tree line, you just have less concealment from there.
Right. So I'm gonna use like half my movement to come out here,
Okay?
just peek my head out, and then I see him.
You do.
He's still looking at me. Is he still pissed?
He's blowing his horn. And
All right.
he's scanning the tree line, but you're looking for you. He hasn't spotted you again yet.
That mean I have the drop on him?
What's that? Yeah, you're stealth, yeah.
Alrighty.
You're shooting from stealth.
All right, so that's like 20. That's like 30 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. That hits.
Take this fucker out.
Bless you. Once again.
Regular arrows. That'll be a base of 9 plus a lot.
Plus a whole pile of d6s.
Oh, this is my favorite part of the game, you guys.
How much damage? I want to hear it.
I'm coming. Hold
Okay.
on. Clatter, clatter, clatter. Let's see. So that's 10, 20, 1, 2, 35 total.
Yeah, he didn't have that much hit points. You hit
Okay.
him with an arrow. He's blowing his horn, scanning. You hit him in the gut, and he immediately slumps forward, lands face down on the roof.
I'm going to use the rest of my action to get back into the tree line and re-stealth.
Okay.
That'll be 27 plus 27 plus 5, 32.
Sorry. Okay.
The dice are all like, ninja vanish.
I'm polite. I like to get my dice out of the way when I'm done.
Zook. Jump forward. Take your shot. Measure it carefully. Then you make your way back into the tree line. You hunker down. And you're watching the roof very carefully for movement. You want to see whether or not you put this guy down. I mean, out of character, you know you put him down because I told you he's out of hit points. But
Yeah.
I need you to make me an athletics check.
Oh no.
Or acrobatics, whichever is higher.
Oh, okay.
Trying to beat a 19.
Do I have extra on that? I do. That is going to be 19.
19.
Does matching do it, or do I have to beat it?
You can match it, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, that'd be a 19 because I got that double proficiency on it.
No sooner do you hunker back down into a position of stealth than you feel someone grab you by the scruff of your neck, pull you up off the ground. He tries to get two strong arms around you, but you slither out from his grasp. When you spin around, you're looking up at a partially dressed sand elf, a man. And he's looking at you very angrily. And he says, well, what have we here then?
Does he smell like sex?
He does smell like sex. He just watched you shoot that guy.
Well, son of a bitch. I was kind of hoping they would ignore me and go in the other direction. Okay. Fair enough. I don't have any kind of reaction to that, do I? I don't think I do.
You haven't taken a reaction yet.
Yeah, but I think all my reactions are stealthy. I don't think I can, like, knee him in the dick or anything.
You can clearly see your target, too.
And stepping in behind him, from the direction where you heard the passionate sounds of lovemaking, you see a human woman. Again, only partially clothed. It looks like she's very quickly pulled on a robe that she hasn't fashioned all the way up yet. And she sees you. One hand, she's wielding a staff. And she has a tattoo around one of her eyes of a black heart. She sees you and she immediately levels the staff down at you. She tells the elf to stand aside. Listen, I have every faith that you'll be fine.
Okay.
You've only had good experience with wizards, right?
Yeah, I got this, I think. I hope.
Make a dex save.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they get their actions together.
Well, the
that's
two
a
lovers don't
natural
get their
18.
actions together. They just happen to roll together.
That's a natural 18 plus 10. That's a 28 on the dex save.
She starts muttering something to herself as she lowers the staff. And she draws a sigil in the air with her free finger. And the whole staff lights up, glowing blue, and lightning arcs out of the front of it. You dive very quickly out of the way. And you have evasion, right?
I do have evasion.
You very
Yeah.
narrowly get out of the way of this arc of lightning. Orphan.
They hear that lightning.
You don't see anything, Orphan, and you don't... Yeah, you would hear the crackle of it, but it's not particularly loud from where you're standing. But you see a very bright white flash in this area here just for an instant. And Zook, you just narrowly managed to dive out of the way.
Cool.
Question mark
Love
number
it.
4. Okay. And snipers. Zook. You start hearing the sounds of running. Stomping feet. Clashing armor. Coming from around this side of the house.
Okay.
Let me make a note that I'm pulling those mercs out.
Risk of it becoming a clusterfuck, can we get
It's-
tokens for the people we know?
You will once you know them.
Okay.
Well, I guess I can give you the two lovers.
Lovers.
Yeah. Since they're not concealing themselves anymore, let's make them black. That's a line. Highlights. Enhance. Ooh, they're still on the grid.
They
That's
want
not
the
good.
grid.
Goddamn grid. Yeah, they're standing right next to you here. Eldove, you saw
Yes.
from your position, might have been a trick of the light, but you think you saw a white flash up in that direction. But it could have been anything.
That seems interesting. I'm going to stick with Destil, though.
Okay.
And because Destil's not flying either, is he?
Yeah.
So I'm going to hold an action. When Destil moves, I'm going to follow him.
Okay. Okay.
That's the only way it makes sense in
So-
the rules to interpret it.
Yeah, that's fine. Tarin, do you move?
I'm sorry?
Do you move?
Yeah, I'm gonna double move again, so I'll stay. I can't keep up to them if they're flying at full speed, but I'm trying to stay in the middle of the group.
Now, Eldove, what are you
Everyone in
commanding your
contact.
owl to do? I see you have your little owl M&M out.
Yeah, I'm not really commanding it to do anything at the moment. I mostly was just keeping it to watch my back, and god damn it,
I want to
Tarin.
see how many more times he knocks himself over here.
Well, it's because Tarin is bigger than he seems to be.
Hitbox is like as big as this. It's like a square hitbox, or a cube rather.
Yeah.
That brings us back to Orphan.
So,
And Orphan, you definitely saw a bright flash. It was from in front of this house. So you're coming up alongside the wall of the house?
Nick is not talking.
Is he on mute?
Yeah.
I muted. Sorry. I was asking, can you shrink my token a little bit?
Sure. Is that good?
All right. Yeah, it's good. So she's going to come around about the side of the house and look around the corner here.
Looking around the corner, you don't see anything. I mean, you see the tree line, and make me a perception check. Make it a disadvantage.
Okay.
Rick, can I ask, is this part of the house, or is that just a field by a small house?
No, that's a blank field by the small house. I mean, it's a garden of some kind.
Gotcha. I was just trying to get my bearings.
It's not part of the
Excellent.
fields proper, but it would be this garden back here. I'm sorry, what'd you get?
Lousy. It's like a 7.
Okay. Yeah, you look across,
No, an 8.
and you're not sure what the flash might have been, but you don't see anything now.
Okay.
Was that a regular move or a double move?
I think that was a double move, because
Okay.
that was like, I think 3 squares. And we decided that 4 was 100.
Yeah, 4 is
That
100.
was a double move.
Okay. Question mark number 1. Khalil. From where you were, pretty close to Eldove, you saw something, but you're not sure what. It looked like a flash of light. It might have just been a trick of the moonlight.
Keep on heading up the road.
Okay. That brings us to Arik. Are you keeping up with Khalil?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're still way
In
back
my-
here.
Okay.
Have you been keeping up with Khalil? Because you haven't moved. There we go.
There we go.
Zoom.
I'm going to go ahead and shrink everybody. Put your piece down for a second. Just anywhere.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let's.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm way zoomed in on the map anyway, so. And I see
Yeah, I was
that
gonna say, it
This
looks pretty
is
good where I'm
better
at.
for the scale.
he's actually
Yeah.
got the owl up in the air. God damn it, Nodal. So you're keeping pace with Khalil coming up the road. Okay.
Might need to shrink Zook there.
Zook is ironically the biggest now.
I want to keep my
Pretty
pawns
massive.
big so I can zoom out and find them real quick. So.
Yeah,
That's
fine.
fine.
All right. So you're just keeping pace with Khalil for now.
Yes. In my head, I imagine we're flying like we're Superman or something.
Okay.
Just zooming around. Just no, whatever.
It's actually probably slightly nauseating given the way it warps space.
Zook.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Do these two guys, are they Silver Eye?
You have no idea who they are. You have make a wisdom 12.
Well, because we saw what the Silver Eye patches were, but I don't know.
You
if
don't
they would
you
be...
don't see them on their person. I mean, they're barely dressed. They had 6 seconds to get what clothes up they could.
Okay, I get a Wiz 12.
You passed?
Yeah.
Looking at the tattoo on her eye, you know that one of the wizards you were expecting to engage here was Silver Eye's daughter, Sabit Emptyheart.
That's right. Oh shit.
Level 1 wand of magic missiles.
No, that kind of ruins my plan. I was hoping they weren't Silver Eye because I was gonna tell them we're here for the Silver Eye. Stand down and you'll live. But
Yeah, if you say that to her, it
Probably
might.
does
Well,
not-
I don't know. Try it. Let's see what happens.
Do we know from all of our scouting how loyal she is to
You don't know anything about her except her name, and the only reason you surmise this is her is because she's got a black
A tattoo.
heart-shaped tattoo over one of her eyes.
Just get that ink.
In fact, you didn't
So-
even know until just this minute that she was necessarily a spellcaster. You knew that Silver Eye had wizards, but this is the first time you've seen or heard of her or anything. In fact, you know less about her than you do about Horse Eater, because she didn't lead any of the... She's never let any of the raiding parties out. She was the leader of one of the 3 companies before they all merged here at the village.
Can I try... Alright, I'm gonna try to get away from these 2 without killing them, but let's see if this works. Duke's going to say to Silver Eye, who I assume is... Or to Empty Heart, or whatever the fuck her name is. Yeah. Going to say... Empty Heart, we're not... Oh, shit. No, that doesn't help either. Sorry.
Is that in character?
Huh? No, I'm not saying this all in character. Fuck it. Zook's gonna say to them, if you leave now, you may live to fuck again. And then he's going to disengage and fly 60 feet away from them.
Very well.
Can you double fly?
He can.
Double movement.
As a rogue, he can.
Yeah, as a rogue, you can do the
can.
disengage as a minor.
Yeah, I can. And actually, can I get all the way up to this roof?
Measure it out for me. Use the line.
That was about here. Oh, yeah. I can do that with 1 movement, actually.
Are you trying to get up on the roof?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like 4.2, 2.4. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to hop up on that roof and try to take cover on the other side of it. Like, away from their line of sight, if possible.
Okay. Now, on the roof or on the ground behind the building?
Let's say on the ground behind it, because I don't know if there's any other snipers. 25 stealth.
Yeah, you'll be fine then.
Do I hear any reaction when I say that and then poof out of existence away from them?
He takes a swing at you as you turn and run, but you have to remember you're invisible.
That's true. They just kind of perceive me.
He tried to punch where he thought you were, but...
Alright, fair enough. And that's it. I'm out of actions.
Okay.
The best part of that is when you remember that he's a halfling, so it's like, leave here and you may live!
You may live to fuck again!
So Orphan can't see. She didn't see Zook because he's invisible, right?
She did not see Zook, no.
Yeah. Okay.
So that brings us to Eldove.
Eldove.
Eldove is pretty boring at the moment. I don't see anything. Nothing's around me. I'm just gonna move forward.
Actually,
the lovers get to go, right?
or maybe. Did they? You tell me.
That's true.
Orphan, roll me a perception check. Just regular perception.
Just regular, okay.
Yeah, just straight up. Nodal, are you trying to stack Mega Man on top of that M&M?
I'm surfing on it.
How'd we do?
17.
17. You see movement that you surmise to come along the path. You can't see this path from where you are, but you know it's there because you visited Rolxies quite a bit last time you were here. You see movement, swaying brushes. You don't hear anything, but it looks like somebody's heading in that path into the wood.
Okay.
And you can... Yeah, okay,
Well,
Eldove, now it's your turn.
What is...
Although it's just gonna move forward.
Okay.
It's 2 normal moves, so it's about a little bit more than 4.
Okay. Tarin.
Tarin is just keeping his position in the group. Middle.
Okay. If it will make it easier for you guys, I will, as a one-time no takebacks, let you swap places in the initiative order. Unless you want to keep doing it like you're doing it. Since Eldove's waiting for Tarin right now anyway.
Oh. I'll swap with number 23, with number 1 question mark.
See, now I want to put you down at 1 for sassing me.
I'm fine.
Okay. Question mark. Number 3. And there are no surviving Eudachs. They're all dead. You're all way too late. Orphan, what's up?
Yay!
Okay. So did Tarin say that the telepathy spell was up?
He's way far away from you.
Okay.
So.
All right. I wasn't sure if that was something different than Mind Link. I wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't know what he does. Okay.
Nobody knows what Tarin does. Something with onions. That's all I know. Caramelized Eldritch Blast.
Does sound good.
Orphan is going to point in the direction of where she saw the movement,
Okay.
in the hopes that somebody behind her can see her. So, point off in this direction.
Khalil, you have your dark vision ring activated, yes? And Tarin and Eldove both have dark vision?
Yeah.
Okay. As long as Orphan is standing in the road when she points, everybody behind her can see. Zook cannot see because he's on the other side of his house.
Yeah. But Zook has a pretty good idea of what they are.
Right.
And then she's going to go in that direction over to about here.
Okay.
Which is a double move. And then so that's the end of that.
Cool beans. Question mark number 1. All right, Khalil, what's up?
Keep hopping up the road, because that was the plan.
That was the plan. Fred's group. And Arik. I shrunk you and you still can't get your guy on the ground. That's problematic. Redemption's group. Back to Zook.
Okay. If I
You
peek
can
around
probably
this
hear
corner,
Khalil clanking up the road.
yeah, I hear all these jokers going clang, clang, clang up the
No,
road.
Khalil's flying, I thought.
Oh, right, that's
Yeah,
right.
Khalil's not
So
making any
you're
noise.
not clanking if you're flying. Unless you're
Yeah,
literally flying and saying clank, clank, clank. He could be banging pots and pans together. I don't know.
Sounds.
The
It's
wind
awesome
could be
that-
making the wind could be making his shit knock together.
If I look in this direction into the woods, do I see those jokers still?
If you peek around the house here, you see Orphan starting to enter the tree line. You don't see anyone else.
Okay. What I want to do is visible and still hopefully in stealth mode. I am still invisible, right? Like I
Yes.
would know if I was not invisible.
Um,
Presumably, I'm checking my hand.
You would
before I
see
move.
yourself.
Yeah.
yes. Okay,
You're
I
actually making-
just looked up how the pen... Because if you cast the invisibility spell and attack from it, it breaks your invisibility. But the way I've worked the amulet is it lasts for a set amount of time.
Right.
So you're invisible unless somebody can detect you.
Right. And if I attack, then they can see me like shimmering like the Predator. Is kind of the way I was envisioning it.
Well, you're not.
So-
You're not silent. Is
Yeah.
the point?
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is just take the whatever 10 feet of movement just to go up onto this roof and scan. These could I see the top of these roofs before from
Yeah,
my
you
position?
saw these houses from over here, and there were no snipers up there.
Right now I'm just gonna take I'm gonna first take 10 feet up here and scan this area, see if I see anybody
Okay. No.
other than my NPCs. That now I guess I'd see these jokers.
Make a perception check.
That is going to be. So, what is my minimum on perception? 22.
You hear something from the house beneath you, from inside. Sounded like a chair scraping across a wooden floor.
Sound like what? Scraping?
Like a chair scraping across a wooden floor.
Did it sound like it was being propped up against a door?
You have no idea.
Okay, fair enough.